everybody, dragonhawkguy here with another off-season update for all the 12s out there in Seahawks Nation. Today is May 10th, 2020. Before we get started, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, and be sure to hit the notification button so you find out the very moment I post any video to my channel. Also be sure to click right up here. That is the complete playlist for all of my draft coverage from the 2020 NFL Draft. Today is a special day because we are going through the Seahawks 2020 season week by week by week. That's right, the release of the 2020 NFL schedule is here, and the Seahawks complete 2020 schedule, dates, times, locations, everything is finally out, and we're going through it week by week. And at the very end of this video, I will give you my prediction for the 2020 season. Week 1 of the 2020 regular season for the Seahawks starts September 13th in Atlanta at a 10 a.m. start against the Falcons. That's right, we're starting off the 2020 season against former Seahawks defensive coordinator Dan Quinn and the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. Also featured on the Falcons, of course, are former NFL MVP Matt Ryan and Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl champion left guard James Carpenter. Week number 2 is a Sunday night football primetime game, the first of 4 primetime games for the Seahawks in 2020, and the Seahawks are hosting the Tom Brady-less New England Patriots in primetime on Sunday Night Football. Week 3, the Seahawks host the Dallas Cowboys for a 1 p.m. start, and Week 4, the Seahawks travel to Miami. For the very first time, the Seahawks defense will face Tua Tagovailoa. Week 5 is another primetime home game for the Seattle Seahawks, this time Sunday Night Football against the Minnesota Vikings. Week 6 is a bye. Week 7, coming off of a relatively early Week 6 bye, the Seahawks travel to Arizona to face Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. Followed by Week 8, the Seahawks host the San Francisco 49ers, defending NFC champs. Boo! Niners are going down in Week 8 on November 1st. Week 9, the Seahawks travel to the East Coast again. The Seahawks lead the NFL in 2020 with 5 trips to the East Coast. This time in Week 9, we're traveling to the revamped Buffalo Bills for a 10 a.m. start. The following week, in Week 11, the Seahawks travel to Los Angeles to take on the division rival Rams at a 1:25 p.m. start, and then have a very short turnaround and come back on Thursday night for Thursday Night Football against the Arizona Cardinals at home, 5:20 p.m. start. The following week, Week 12, the Seahawks come back 11 days later and take on the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly on Monday Night Football. Weeks 13 and 14, the Seahawks have back-to-back home games against back-to-back New York team opponents. Week 13 is the New York Giants, and Week 14 is the New York Jets, both traveling to the Clink, both traveling to the Pacific Northwest. Coming down the stretch of the 2020 season, Week 15, the Seahawks travel to Washington, D.C. to take on the Washington Redskins at 10 a.m. Week 16, we come back home to face the LA Rams. And in Week 17, the Seahawks finish off the 2020 regular season by kicking off the calendar 2021 year on January 3rd, Sunday afternoon. The Seahawks travel to San Francisco to beat up on the lowly 49ers. So this is the complete 2020 schedule all in one shot. As you can see, the Seahawks have a really early bye in Week 6. We start off the season on the road in Arizona. We finish the season on the road in San Francisco. And in between, obviously, we have a lot of wins. And as you can see here, this is my prediction for the Seahawks 2020 regular season record. I believe we will win the NFC West and have a 12-4 regular season record. If you look on the right-hand column, you can see my game-by-game prediction on wins and losses for the Seahawks. I believe we will have 4 losses this year. I think we will lose at home to Dallas in Week 3. I think we will lose Week 7 in Arizona, Week 9 at Buffalo, that 10 a.m. start, and I believe the Eagles will have a little bit of revenge on their mind for Sunday Night Football in Week 12. Other than that, I see wins all the way up and down the win column for the Seahawks in 2020. I think we're going to beat San Francisco twice. I think we're going to win the division, and I think we are going to finish 12-4 for the 2020 season. So that's been my prediction for the Seahawks 2020 season. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments section. What do you think of the Seahawks chances in 2020, and what do you think of the Seahawks schedule? What do you guys think the Seahawks record will be this year, and what is your game-by-game prediction? Where do you agree with me, and where do you disagree with me? Obviously, I would love to pick the Seahawks as finishing 16-0, but realistically, I do think the Seahawks will finish 12-4. We do have those 5 East Coast road trip games to deal with, which is the most in the NFL, but we do start on the road and we finish on the road, but I do think the Seahawks schedule unfolds relatively predictably and relatively fairly, and I do think we do have another division title in the works, and I do think we're going to beat the Niners twice again this season. So tell me what you guys think. What do you think the Seahawks record will be this year? Where do you think I went right, and where do you think I went wrong in my game-by-game prediction? And most importantly, where do you think the Seahawks will finish in the standings in 2020? Do you think we're winning the Super Bowl? Are we going back to the Super Bowl? Are we winning the division? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section down below. I've been dragonhawkguy. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Be sure to hit the notification button. And if you'd like to see all my videos that I did for the NFL Draft, click right up here. That is the complete playlist that I did for all of my 2020 NFL Draft videos. I've been dragonhawkguy. I'll be sure to see you next time.